either have you have an appetite for risk or you don't. So that would be one. And just for simple math, if we said half the population doesn't have that appetite and half does, well, that takes half the population out. And I think that's just a self-awareness exercise. I remember when I told my dad I was going to quit my full-time job and start my own company. He flew for TWA for 35 years. He never worked for another company, just one company his whole career. He's like, he thought I was out of my mind. Like, you're going to leave a big fat salary on the table with benefits as you're starting a family and building a home, and you're going to go off on your own?
That
I'm
was
like,
a big
yeah.
risk.
Well, it wasn't for me. It certainly, he perceived it as a huge risk, but I didn't perceive it as a risk at all. I was ready. So, I think that again, it's back to that self-reflection. I think that the mitigation of risk to me is done through information gathering, relationship building, experience, investigation, experience again, and once you start building relationships with people that are in semi-successful or successful entrepreneurial situations, the risk starts to go down because you start to see, with due respect to these people, they're just like you and me. They're just human beings. They're not special. As a matter of fact, the only thing that all of them have in common that I would consider special is they're willing to work their ass off.